felt really good. Pretty much some of the stuff that I did from the combine, did it here. Just more, individualized with one of the coaches, but it felt pretty good overall.
You didn't run?
No, sir, none of the 40 or anything like that. I was happy with my times from. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What was it like for you out there, though, just being able to work out again in front of scouts and Bill Belichick's out here, just a final chance to really have an opportunity to showcase your skill set?
I mean, for me, it's just like it's another day. I mean, I run routes and I catch passes. It's kind of what I do. With all the other outside stuff, I kind of, tune it out, but just go back to doing what I do.
Again, what does this mean to you to have this type of opportunity? I wonder 4 years ago if you would have dreamt of a moment like this, and you're here at a pro day knowing the draft is only a month or so away.
To be completely honest, I haven't really wrapped my head around it. I mean, this is all pretty surreal. You guys think that I'm cool enough to interview me, but like you said, 4 years ago, if I would have, if somebody would have told me that I'd be a potential first-round pick, I would have told you that you're crazy.
And how are you planning to do the draft? Will you go to New York and watch it at home with the folks?
I'm going to watch it at home with my family. Didn't have the best experience the first time around, so I just want to be with my mom, dad, and my sister.
Where do you think you might go in the first round? I mean, the Eagles were just working you out. Obviously, Belichick's here. I mean, what are you kind of hearing what teams are really interested in you going into this process?
I mean, it's all kind of speculation. It's really hard to tell. I know there's some teams that need tight ends in that 22 to 32 range, but I had the opportunity to speak with Greg Olson up in Indianapolis, and I heard a story from him that when he was going through the process, he was pretty sure that two teams were going to pick him, in the draft process, and Chicago ended up picking him. He said he didn't talk to anybody in their organization. So your guess is as good as mine.
Hey, you mentioned the first time around, you're referring to baseball?
Sir?
You were the first time around about the draft, were you referring to baseball?
Yeah.
What was it? Where were you when you
well, I mean, ironically enough, it was kind of the same scenario. I was supposed to go in the top 2 rounds. Picked an agent who wasn't the most intelligent of individuals, and he kind of priced me out, and I ended up falling off, but led me to here, so I can't complain. Thank you.
Were you just sitting at the house like waiting for that call?
I was sitting in front of the TV, watching the TV. Yep.
What would you be able to bring to the table, though, for a team that would take a chance on you?
I mean, I'm a competitor, in everything that I do, I want to be the best. I'm going to come in and try to compete for a starting job day one. I'm going to get in and learn. They're going to get a guy who's going to be able to stretch the field and make plays. I did it for 2 years here at the highest level in college football, and I'm planning on taking that up there as well.
What were some of the things today that you wish you could have just done a little bit better?
A couple of those routes I wish I could have been sharper, at the top, but I mean, that just comes with time and experience. I mean, I'll get better with that. Just like I said, cleaning stuff up like that, and I'll be good.
How has this process kind of been for you since you've gone through this in another sport? Has it made this a little bit easier?
I would just say that comes with my age. When you go through this stuff and you experience it, you get cameras in your face and all that, and people interviewing you, you get used to it over time. When I was 18, I was pretty nervous doing this type of stuff, but I've become confident in the person that I am, and I have a pretty good story to tell, and I'm happy telling it.
Nothing about Belichick standing over there with the 31st pick caught your eye and made you think?
Well, actually, I met with them in Indianapolis, and I got to meet with him yesterday afternoon, so I've been able to talk to Coach, but he's a pretty quiet person, so you can't really get a read on him. I mean, he's just a normal football coach. I mean, you get in the room with him, and he just talks football and asks you about plays, your offense, and things like that. It's not that crazy. I know at first when I walked in, I was like, man, that's a guy I see on TV, but you get used to it after a little while.
Has anything surprised you about this process that you want to share with us?
I mean, everything that you hear, the crazy questions from the combine, all the long hours in the medical. I mean, it's all pretty true. It's pretty wild. It's a pretty intense experience, but I'm happy to be going through it. It's a good problem to have, I guess.
What was the strangest question you were asked, if you don't mind sharing?
I didn't get any weird ones like that. I won't say the team name, but the most bizarre meeting I had, I walked into the room, and for the first 10 minutes you talked to a psychiatrist, and he just kind of asked you everything in the book, and it was all the coaches are sitting off to the side, and you don't even talk to them until about 5 minutes left in the meeting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's pretty intimidating.
For those of us down here on the end, your body, last you told me your body was still in development.
Right.
Where is your body at right now? Because you've obviously got more time to develop.
I love working out. I love doing stuff like this. So, I mean, for anybody who says, my age is a problem and I've maxed out, I would completely disagree with that. I'm only going to get stronger and I'm only going to get better and faster. So this is kind of, what I love to do, the workout part of it. And then, here in a few weeks, I'm happy to get back into football stuff.
To know that you're likely going to get drafted, is there more pressure on you or less pressure on you right now, or do you just approach it as another audition? I'm
just a pretty laid-back person. I was pretty thought things through a little too much with baseball, and maybe that was part of my problem. But I just try to take all this in, man. This is an incredible experience, and to be on this platform right now, I mean, like I said, it's pretty surreal.
You said you had you liked your 40 time at the combine. Mm-hmm. Did you come into this one thinking that you were gonna take it easy, like it would be more comfortable since you were home instead of being in the combine?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, my numbers that I did in Indianapolis, I mean, I was happy with those. I didn't want to, risk anything here. My competitive side kind of wanted to do it, but there was no sense.
Are you being asked a lot about your age by scouts? I mean, obviously, if they're going to spend a lot of money on you, they want to know.
To be completely honest, when I was in Indianapolis, I only got one question about it. Like I said, I mean, I've played 2 years of football, and I, in 2 short years, was able to be named, first team All-SEC. And I haven't lifted and haven't played in the games like some of those other guys. So I mean, my body's pretty fresh. So anybody that says my age is a factor, I would completely disagree with that.
How exciting is this whole process for you, though? I mean,
like I said, man, this is pretty surreal. Coming from where I was in baseball, pretty much down in the dumps and, in the rookie league for 3 years, and then having people actually care about me and want to watch me and draft me is pretty cool.
So how far down were you? How far down in the dumps were you? I mean,
it was pretty brutal. Like I said, I didn't even pitch in games down there. So, life was pretty tough for a few years, but I dug myself out.
Hayden, what would this moment be like to be able to get drafted? I mean, you've done this before with baseball, but to be able to go through football, everything you've done, to be able to come back to school, what would that mean to you?
Yeah, that's kind of why I want to be home with my parents on draft night. I'm not really sure what that reaction is going to be like, but I'm sure, coming full circle and having my name called and picking up that phone and hearing from an owner will be pretty amazing.
What are you going to miss most about Carolina?
You guys, man.
No, seriously.
The fans. I mean, it's just a great. It's a really great place. I mean, it completely changed my life in 3 years. The fans are loyal, whether we were 3-9 or 9-4. They showed up and they packed that place out. Gonna miss game days. Gonna miss this coaching staff, but like I said, I'll come back.
The difference now, this is the business. Because you don't have school to worry about. It's all about.
I mean, I did it one time with the Pirates. I've been through the professional ranks.
Does that help you now, you think?
Absolutely. It's just a different mindset when you don't have to worry about all the other stuff. And your job is football, and they're paying you to play football. Again, at the end of the day, it's a game, but, I'm a competitor, and I'm going to compete, as hard as I can for as long as I can.
Did you have a checklist of what you wanted to accomplish, knowing you did so well in Indianapolis, where you're like, okay, if I go into today, pro day, do this, do that, then I know it'll be a successful one?
To be honest, not really. I just wanted to come in and do what I do, show these guys what I'm capable of, catch passes and run fast. Pretty happy with my numbers in Indy. I really didn't stress over this. It's just an opportunity to come out in the indoor and catch passes again.
So you're working with the Eagles a little bit. Then the Panthers you were talking with just last.
Yes, sir, the Panthers as well.
So was there a conversation you had that stands out to you? Where like, okay, wow, that was really good. I was happy I came out here today and was able to take it.
Just hearing this coach's feedback, on my drills and stuff like that. It was all positive. And whenever a coach, at that level, where he sees guys on a daily basis that get it done and they're his starters, and he comes out here and compliments me on the stuff that I'm able to do, that's huge for my confidence.
How much better have you gotten since the end of the season, the Outback Bowl?
The biggest thing, just healing up those bumps and bruises, getting healthy from a long SEC season, and then just being able to lift like I want to lift. I feel really good right now.
Any individual workouts planned with any teams?
The only official one I have planned right now is March 29th with New Orleans, and it's here.
Do you plan to take any more?
I'm sure after today they're going to start calling my agent and setting those up, but I'm not really positive yet.
Is it tough knowing that you're up to the card, that whatever team takes you, you don't have to stay as much? I know Carolina gave you this opportunity here, but you still have the choice to come. Now it's whoever makes the call, where it's kind of
it's weird. That's kind of the hardest part of this whole process. I got to sit around and wait for 40 days, and I really don't have a say in it. Whoever ends up calling my cell phone on April 26th, that's where I'm going to go.
Do you put expectations on the day? Do you think, all right, I need to go this round, I need to go that round, or are you just going with it?
I want to go in that range in the first round. That end of that first round, that'd be huge for me. But again, whatever happens, happens.
So would you say you were much more comfortable today than in Indy, or?
I was comfortable.
Same type of stuff?
It's a football field, man. It's the same routes, the same depth, everything like that. Just a little bit more eyes on you there, I guess. But you know, at the end of the day, this is what I do, and I have fun doing it.
You be home in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I'm about to leave right now.
Are we going to be watching the draft from Jacksonville?
Yes, sir, absolutely.